Hey, welcome to One-on-One Podcast, where you get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
At least in our mind.
Hey, here we go. Hey, so look, we got a special guest today, man. We got Miss Arabia here from It Is What It Is podcast. You know, we would go through the whole, you know, what's this, what's that, resume and all that. We ain't. You already know. All our fans know we ain't doing that. Where we going? We jumping straight into it.
Let's do it.
Off the rip, is Saquon Barkley the greatest free agent pickup ever?
I think. Ask me that on Monday. If he wins the Super Bowl and goes from a division rival from the Giants immediately, boom, to the Eagles Super Bowl, he has to be up there in the conversation. He has to be up there in the conversation.
Up there, but not the greatest.
No, I mean, it could be debated because, other people could be a Deion Sanders, where he goes from the 49ers to Super Bowl, Cowboys, Super Bowl. Even like, I'm a Commanders fan, so we have Luke McCaffrey, his dad, Ed McCaffrey. He was a huge reason why the Broncos went back-to-back. But he was kind of a role player, for the Broncos. You even think about, it's a few people who.
Tom Brady. Patriots to the Bucks.
I would say for the Patriots, maybe Mike Vrabel. He was a role player for the Steelers, and then when he came over, he was a really integral part as to why Belichick and them. Yes. So I would say for the Patriots, Vrabel was more of a better free agency person than Tom Brady.
No, hold on, time out. Because when Vrabel left the Patriots and went to the Steelers, they didn't win the Super Bowl.
No,
Tom Brady left the Patriots, went to the Bucks, took a team that hadn't been to the playoffs in 13 years, and won the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're saying with Saquon. So the reason why I don't think Saquon will be, even if they win, arguably the greatest free agent ever, is because the Eagles already went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. So he's just an added addition to make them better. But Tom Brady took a team that was asinine, hadn't sniffed the playoffs, and literally changed the entire culture. They've been in the playoffs every year.
No way, Murph.
What you mean?
No way.
Ha.
The Bucks were already loaded. You want me to go through the roster, Murph?
Go through it.
Okay. Mike Evans. Antonio Brown.
They went and got AB.
He was on the team.
He went and got AB?
He was on the team.
Okay.
Gronkowski.
Big Gronk.
Yeah, one of the best to do it.
Yeah.
At the tight end position. Who else you got? Chris Godwin, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
but they didn't smell the playoffs, though. Since 2013 years before they won the Super Bowl.
So you're saying that Tom Brady was a part of that? He wasn't the only reason why they did that.
So
same thing with Saquon.
That's true.
They got A.J. Brown. They got D. Smith. They got
even on defense, they got Jalen Carter.
So how's he over Saquon then? If he was plugged into a good team also?
Jalen Hurts lost in the Super Bowl 2 years ago to the Chiefs. So this is 2 out of 3. You feel me? Out of 3 years, this is second time going, right?
Who, Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, right? Their whole team.
Right.
So Saquon it might be the worst mistake, in history that the New York Giants move. The worst move on their side.
How the GM still has a job.
That's terrible. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, when you look at the Patriots and what Tom Brady did there, when he left and took a team that had not been to the playoffs in 13 years, even with Deion Sanders, I'll even say Tom Brady's greater than Deion Sanders' trade. When he left the Atlanta Falcons and went to the 49ers, they had already won Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Right.
They had Jerry Rice.
Right. Yeah.
They had Steve Young and Joe Montana.
Right.
Those guys was already there, and Deion added to that. Saquon is adding to that. You could argue and say Tom Brady added to the Bucks and they are already stacked, but they hadn't hit the playoffs.
So who would you say is a standalone reason why when they went to their new team, they are the reason why they found success? Because
I'll give you one.
Okay. Ooh.
You want
drop
know?
it.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is a really good one.
Oh, yeah.
Drew Brees is a great one.
San Diego Chargers to the Saints.
Yes,
absolutely.
Took them to a Super Bowl title.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they weren't loaded at all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They had Kamara. I think, was that Kamara?
No. Kamara was there before Kamara.
Did they have Michael Thomas? They might have had Michael Thomas. I don't know. I don't even know if they had Michael Thomas.
No, they didn't have Michael Thomas. But they were terrible.
But that's what that adds to my point.
Yeah.
So then go Drew Brees. Don't come out your mouth and say, Saquon.
Yeah.
Say Drew Brees.
No, Drew Brees is definitely in that conversation. But I'm saying
Saquon with a 2,000-yard season.
Right.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Right? You go from the Giants, terrible organization, to a great organization in the Eagles, and now you're in the Super Bowl. Right?
Gotcha.
And to your point on Tom Brady, he was just the piece to take him over the top, and I believe that's Saquon Barkley as well, right?
Gotcha.
So to recap of what we're saying, Drew Brees, he might be the greatest free agent.
Roy has Drew Brees. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Roy has Drew Brees. Yeah. Arabia has. Is it Saquon?
I'll say Deion Sanders.
Deion. She's going Deion. I'm going Tom Brady. Okay. We'll put that question up. We'll run it.
We want to hear from y'all, actually.
We want to hear from y'all.
Yeah,
join the debate. Join the debate. Comment, subscribe.
Hey, what's your take? Join the debate. What's your take? You know what I'm saying? So, look, hey, jumping into the next one. Hey, Roy, what we got for the next hot topic? Hot off the press.
Okay, hot off the press. We're gonna do a little freestyle. We're going to go with top 5 quarterbacks currently right now.
Ooh.
Okay, so based on 2025.
Right this second, as we're speaking.
Top 5.
I'm going Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
This is in order?
Yeah.
In order.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, number 1.
Joe Burrow. Y'all hear this?
Wow, that's a hot take. Joe Burrow, number 1.
Joe Burrow. I'm doing
top 5.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Josh Allen.
Those top 4. So she said Joe Burrow.
Lamar.
Patrick.
Josh.
Who's 5?
That 5. Ooh.
5.
Tricky, huh?
Based on 2025.
Right as we're speaking.
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. Hey, you're not the first person to say that.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to think he's probably on his way.
Hey,
yeah.
But I can't put him there
Killer
yet.
Killer Cam. Hey, Cam, what y'all got going on, Mace? What y'all got going on? She got Joe Burrow over Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, I do.
What?
I do.
Do y'all hear this?
I for sure do.
What is Patrick?
I absolutely
Joe
do.
Burrow? Oh, you got to give me why.
I mean, a few different reasons.
Yeah,
right?
talk to me, Arabia.
So, Patrick Mahomes has a really good defense, does he not?
Okay.
Does Joe Burrow?
No.
Okay.
Terrible.
Okay.
Patrick
Stand
Mahomes,
on it. Stand on it.
Patrick
Talk your
Mahomes
talk.
has a run game. And when you talk about complementary football, the run game complements the pass game. So if you have a good run game, Kareem Hunt, who they brought back, shout out to the Chiefs organization for shifting midseason.
Right.
That complements the pass game.
Right.
Yep.
Does Joe Burrow have a good run game? Horrible.
They got rid of Joe Mixon.
He's with the Texans now. They've been struggling with the run all season. Horrible.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow single-handedly is the reason why. Well, him and Jamar Chase.
I'm about to say
single. But that offense and T. Higgins. But Joe Burrow and that receiving room are the reason why. He doesn't even have a good O-line. Does Patrick Mahomes have a good O-line?
Yeah. Mahomes has a good O-line.
Yes, he does. Yeah. Joe Burrow does not.
Correct.
And he's still performing at an elite level.
Are you agreeing with this?
I think, not Joe Burrow number 1. I'm agreeing with the Bengals offense. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I would say based on 2025, not like a conglomerate of all their careers. That's why I say 2025. Well, 2024 season, whatever.
We got you.
That's why I would put, just for this season, Joe Burrow is number 1 for me.
Number 1 for
So, Murph, do you agree with her top 5 quarterbacks?
I mean, if we're going 2025, then you would have to say Lamar Jackson. I think because of the Super Bowl MVP.
Number 1, Lamar.
No, because the MVP season that he should be a repeat.
So he's your number 1, Murph.
No. Hold on now. No, you ain't gonna squeeze me like that now. You ain't gonna squeeze me like that.
I'm just trying to get the people to see what your top 5 is right now.
I'm going Patty Mahomes, boys, number 1. I'm going Patty number 1.
Okay.
I'm going 2 Lamar.
2 Lamar.
2 Lamar.
Okay.
3 I'll go.
Don't do it.
Josh Allen.
Okay.
Josh Allen.
Okay, that's right.
4 Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Joe
4.
Burrow. And then 5 I'm going Baker Mayfield.
I'm not mad at Baker Mayfield. I'm not mad at Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. The unfortunate thing about Baker Mayfield is people get caught up on their name. They're like, oh, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is playing at a very high level.
He is.
He is. And if you
very
think about his connection
level,
with
honestly.
Dave Canales, right? So Dave Canales was quarterback's coach and OC. He did.
No, the quarterback coach was Thad Lewis. My dog. Shout out T. Lou, man.
T. Lou
from a quarterback at Duke, black quarterback, went to Duke, got all the Duke records.
Okay, so
and now he's the quarterback coach. He's been the quarterback coach there for about 3 years, but he worked with Dave Canales and Liam Cohen, who just got the head coaching job at Jacksonville Jaguars.
So what I mean by he was quarterback's coach, I'm talking about from the beginning, Seahawks. Well, actually, if you go back from that, him and Pete Carroll had a connection at USC.
That's true.
So then Pete Carroll becomes head coach of the Seahawks, right?
Right. Yep.
So then Dave Canales becomes quarterback's coach for the Seahawks.
Right.
For Russell Wilson, he allowed Russell Wilson to have some of his career highs, passing yards, low interceptions, QB rating, all that type of thing. So then Dave Canales goes over to Tampa Bay.
Right.
Yep.
Tampa Bay. Who does he have now? Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield performs very well.
Right.
So then Dave Canales accepts the head coaching job for the
Carolina,
Panthers. We see Bryce Young kind of struggle, but at the same time,
he
picks it up.
He picked it up.
I feel like Dave Canales, shout out to him because he might be under the radar, one of the best young quarterback minds, but from Russell Wilson to
Baker
and then Bryce Young.
Should he have been in the Coach of the Year conversation? Canales?
No.
How he brought Bryce Young back to life?
No, because if you think about the other candidates for Coach of the Year,
okay,
no.
understood.
But he did a good job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So top 5 quarterbacks. Roy, give us your top 5.
My top 5, Patty Mahomes. Let's put some respect on his name.
Okay,
right?
tighten him
number
up.
3, go ahead.
Patty Mahomes.
Continue.
Continue.
Hey, Patty Mahomes. I got Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I got Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got Joe Burr.
Okay.
And then 5, you know who I got number 5?
The 5 is always interesting.
You know who I got?
Jalen
Hurts.
I'm not mad at that either.
QB number 5, top 5. You know why?
Ooh.
You know why?
Why?
2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years,
Okay.
right?
With a loaded team.
No,
but go ahead.
Listen.
With a loaded team, but go ahead though.
So, if you're not a good quarterback, you're not bringing your team to a Super Bowl 2 out of 3 years. It's not happening, right? Yes, does he have elite talent around him? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So did Brock Purdy, and so does other quarterbacks, right? So when you look at,
Please do not mention Brock Purdy.
No,
don't even for real, because y'all was on the Brock Purdy train.
Who was
Everybody out here was on that
were
Brock
you?
Purdy train.
You were on
Everybody's
the
on that Brock Purdy train. Yes, he was.
Damn.
The bullies on the block. Stop
crazy.
it. The bullies
the
on the
Super
block.
Bowl year,
That was his
the
whole
Super
thing.
Bowl year,
Bullies on the
Brock
block.
Purdy
Last year?
during the regular season, not this season, but the previous season.
Get the explanation.
He was in the
please.
MVP conversation for the first 6 weeks of the season.
Yeah,
right. And that kind of faded. But what I'm saying is he was talked about in that light. Now, is he an elite quarterback? Cam Newton had a big conversation. Game changer versus game manager.
Yep.
He's considered a game manager, right?
Yeah,
he's not elite.
And
So
you argued that.
Huh?
You thought he was more than the game manager.
More than a game
You
manager?
thought he was?
He's not elite.
But you thought he was more than the game manager?
No, I never said he was a game changer. I never said Brock Purdy was a game changer.
All right. Okay.
Right? Now, going back to the top 5,
Yep.
it's definitely Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Okay. I think the Jalen Hurts thing is interesting, and then we can go on. But it's because we've seen Jalen Hurts, like, right quarterback, wrong scheme, right? Like, with Kellen Moore, he looks great.
Right.
With Shane Steichen, he looked great. When Nick Sirianni was calling plays for that first year and a half, horrible, bad, terrible. But that's a credit to Nick Sirianni for bringing the right guy. Because, Nick Sirianni isn't a true X's and O's coach. He's not an offensive mind. He's not a defensive mind. So he brought Shane Steichen in, did great. Brought Kellen Moore in, did great. So Jalen Hurts, I feel like, is one of those quarterbacks where it has to be the right scheme, which applies to most quarterbacks. But it has to be, like, the right scheme for Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
What you got, Murph?
Hey, man, we're going to jump into the next one. Is basketball? You on football only? Football only. Okay. Basketball. It's all right. It's okay. We good. All right. So look, give us one, Roy. Roy, y'all talk to us.
How many elite quarterbacks are there? So we did the top 5.
No, we don't got to go on that. That's we can edit that part out.
Okay.
Put like this: should Lil Wayne have been selected over Kendrick for Super Bowl halftime?
Should for the culture, yes.
Okay.
But the NFL isn't just doing it for the culture. They're doing it for money. So at the end of the day, they should have for their bottom line, which is money. But for the culture, it should have been Wayne.
Gotcha.
That's the answer I think we've heard.
Yeah. What do y'all like? What do y'all think, man? Should it be Lil Wayne? Should it be? Should it have been Kendrick Lamar?
Comment, like, subscribe, tap into the debate. Yeah. Is it should it have been Lil Wayne? We in New Orleans, right? Makes sense. Hot Boys, Master P, No Limit, Juvenile. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I agree with you about the culture conversation. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Murph,
check this out. Can Jalen Hurts lead the Eagles to victory?
Yeah, he can. Absolutely, he can. But I don't think that I don't even think the offense is the best side of the ball on the Eagles. So if any one person is leading,
hold on, time out. You said the defense is better than the offense on the Eagles?
Yes.
Really?
Ooh,
wow, that's hot.
Yeah.
That's a
really
hot take.
I do.
Maybe he just said that
hot take.
Philadelphia Eagles defense is better than their
offense.
offense.
I think their defense is the better side of the ball. I really do.
Ooh,
like,
please explain.
Why?
Please elaborate.
Like, okay, so Saquon Barkley, amazing year, 2,000 rushing yards. We saw what he did.
Right.
But his performance during games is not directly tied to Eagles wins and losses. We've seen him rush for fewer yards and have a good game, but they lost. We've seen him rush for a whole bunch of yards, or the opposite, vice versa, right? So I feel like what they've been able to do, defense wasn't great last year. From the D-line to linebackers to secondary, rookies, vets, Vic Fangio.
Georgia defense, right?
Yeah.
So do you agree with that,
half of
Roy?
Georgia defense on the Eagles?
Yeah.
But what I will
I'm
say,
going with Eagles offense.
What I will
you going
say,
Eagles defense?
As far as the better unit?
Yeah.
I'm going offense.
Offense?
I'm going offense.
What I will say is that a guy like Saquon the benefit of him is that if you're able to eat up time of possession by having a run game, you can keep the defense off the field, keep them fresh. So, of course, that unit is going to look a lot fresher, a lot better if you have a run game like
That's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
And that's how you probably beat Kansas City.
Yeah.
You know, right? You got to keep Patty Mahomes off the field.
Because sometimes the best offense is a good defense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's switch it up, man. Let's go your top 5 wide receivers right now.
Ooh.
Top 5.
Okay, so this one's kind of easy.
All together, like just like, you know what I'm saying? Current receivers, not no 2025. Like, yes, of course, this year weighs in. It's it's like a fan vote and a coach's vote.
You want the top 5 as we're speaking?
As we speaking. Top 5.
So I'll go Jettas.
Justin Jefferson first?
Yeah.
Jettas. Okay.
I'll go Jamar Chase.
I'll
go Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What?
I'll do
oh my gosh. I can't believe she's saying this.
Who else do we have? Who is my 4th receiver? Eagles receiver. You're going to say Eagles receiver, aren't you?
You going AJ?
We'll do AJ. Put AJ in there.
AJ 4. Okay. Who's 5?
Chris Godwin. But he's not 5. He's higher than 5. I would do Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin?
Injured.
Like
Absolutely.
the Bucks?
Yes.
At 5?
Over Mike Evans?
No, he's not over Mike Evans. That's what I'm saying. First of all, I think so, yes. But he's not 5. He's higher than 5.
Oh,
so you got Justin Jefferson at 1, Jamar Chase at 2, AJ Brown 3, Amon-Ra St. Brown at 3. 4 is AJ Brown.
No, 4 I would say
Chris Godwin. 5 would be.
I kind of want to put Mike Evans there, but we'll put
AJ. You can go Evans.
I'm going to go Mike Evans.
You went 1 JJ. You said 2 Jamar Chase.
Amon-Ra.
3 Amon-Ra St. Brown. 4 Chris Godwin, and 5.
I'll put Mike Evans. I'll do $2.
Woo!
So how's that list, bro?
Ain't no man. You put the emoji on that. Man. Put that emoji on that thing.
Let's hear it.
Oh, we already know.
Who we got?
We going number 1 straight up off the block. We're going Tyreek Hill, Cheetah.
Tyreek Hill,
Cheetah. Yeah. Just because his quarterback too could learn to slide, my boy. You feel me? You hurt my dog stats this year. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the Oos gang. You know he's Samoan as well. I'm half Samoan, so I rock with Tua, dog. But I gotta put Cheetah 1. I'm a vet. Cheetah. I don't like when you just put young guys over vets. Vets been doing it way longer. Cheetah been going 10? I'm going up on 10 years. Come on, push 2,000 yards. You know, he's just not number 2. Number 2 currently right now. Man, that's for me. I know I'm gonna get slapped for this. I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna go Mike Evans 2. Mike Evans 2.
Okay.
My 11 years straight, 1,000-yard season, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Right.
All-time Buck, leading down in every category. So we go Cheetah 2, Mike Evans 3. I'm gonna go Jamar Chase 3.
I'm
gonna go Jamar Chase 3.
Okay.
I'll go Justin Jefferson 4. Justin Jefferson 4. That 5 spot. That 5 tricky spot.
5 always be interesting.
5 a tricky spot because oh man, he attitude. We got 5. I'll go Devontae Adams.
Okay.
Devontae.
That's a good
I'll go
top
Devontae.
5. That's a good top
5. So 1 Cheetah, 2 Mike, 3 Jamar, 4 Justin, 5
Devontae Adams.
That 5 is you got Devontae. You could have Amon St. Brown. Nico Collins, Drake London, do they fit there? Then you got 5. You know what? Devontae Adams got to move out the 5th spot. We got that boy McLaurin.
Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Scary Terry
5,
nice.
bro.
I love that pick.
Yeah, so one. We're going 1 Cheetah, 2 Mike, 3 Chase, 4 Justin Jefferson, 5 Scary Terry.
I love that pick.
I'm putting Scary Terry. He put some respect on him, man.
Yeah,
He 5 years, 1,000-yard receivers in a row.
Number 5.
You know,
wow.
But shout out to all the OGs now. DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to move out the way.
Only reason, and I'm gonna let you go. Only reason why I didn't put Scary Terry in it is because even though he leads the league in contested catches, the reason why is because
top chicken box. That's that thing.
Yep. Number 1. Number 1.
He gonna take it to the house
every time.
Yeah. The reason why I didn't put him in there is because he has he's the best at contested catches because he can't get separation. So that's also like an indication of his flaws.
So he can't.
He does not get separation
very well.
That's
why
he
Eagles, though, he said he was wild.
That's just the Eagles. Because as you watch the Falcons game, AJ Terrell completely took him out.
Who?
AJ Terrell completely took him out.
He's a good corner.
Yeah, but we can't.
One game.
Okay, but are we trying to put him in top 5 wide receivers? We can't be like,
no, he's not in my top 5.
Oh, well, he did. He did.
I'll put a scary.
I'm not mad at Scary Terry, though.
5 years, 1,000-yard receiver,
all
these quarterback changes. He's like Mike Evans, bro. He's gonna have a rack. Put it like that. He's gonna have a rack.
Yeah.
When whoever I could be.
You gotta be good to have 1,000 yards from quarterbacks that don't even start. Like.
But how many of the other ones had a wide receiver too?
Where's Heineke?
That's what I'm saying. Don't even start.
Get out of here.
So he's good. He's good.
Maybe because he doesn't have a wide receiver too. But go ahead.
So my top 5. Here's the real top 5. I want y'all to listen very closely. Okay. So, hey, Jamar Chase, Triple Crown winner, led the league in touchdowns, yards, and receptions. How is he not number 1? Murph?
Okay. Because you got guys like Cheetah who've been doing it for a long time.
What have you done for me lately?
Just like people like LeBron fans. LeBron fans. LeBron fans.
So, Jamar Chase, number 1, Triple Crown winner. He about to break the bank this offseason. But anyway, Jamar Chase. Then we got Jay Jettas. He's the highest paid receiver in the league right now.
We can't base it off money. That's the market.
No. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
I'm talking about his production.
Okay.
He's consistently a top 3 receiver in the league every season based on yards and receptions.
He's my number 1, so I'm not arguing with you. But yeah.
Okay. So Jamar Chase, Jay Jettas. Who's number 3? CD Lamb. You didn't even say nothing about CD.
I'm
like, I was waiting on it.
He got us on that one.
He got you on that one.
CD. You don't got CD in top 5?
No.
I got you. I'm with you. I like. Stand on that shit.
CD, cassette, tapes, vinyl. No, none of it.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't none of it in there.
What?
At a CD, a VHS, a DVD.
The guy who leads the league in receptions is not a top 5 receiver in the league.
Ooh.
No. Who's your 4th?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's
Continue.
crazy.
Yeah.
Carry on.
All right. So we got Jamar Chase 1, Jay Jettas 2, CD Lamb 3. Who's 4? Mike Evans, Hall of Fame receiver. No introduction needed. Mike Evans. Who's number 5? Tay Adams.
Over Scary Terry?
Okay.
Over Scary Terry.
Okay.
Tay Adams.
Okay.
Hey, to your point, Murph, he's a vet. He's a definition of consistent.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to put up numbers. He's going to execute. He's going to deliver those games for you.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know, man. That crybaby shit, man. That shit there, dog. That shit just it's something about the crybaby shit, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't like crybaby.
So, Murph, you a receiver, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But as that number 1 guy, your expectation is the offense or the passing game goes through you, the guy. So if you was brought in to be the guy and you're not being the guy, would you not be frustrated?
Yeah, you be frustrated, dog. But I always feel it's a way to do things. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a way to do things. You got to be a leader of men, dog. In life, bro, shit don't go your way. That don't mean you cry about that shit. That don't mean you sit here and hey, I ain't playing and all that.
On the sideline.
Yeah, bro. I mean, to read books, I honestly think that's a good thing to keep yourself grounded and stay in the moment.
Right.
It's a saying that I live by, man. It goes like this: it says, your feet can't take you where your mind's never been.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your feet can't take you where your mind has never been.
I like that.
So it's like, and then also being present in the moment. Be where your feet are.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to be there. Sometimes, dog, you could, like, right here, we're in Radio Row, but your mind could be on, damn, did I leave the stove on at home? Did I lock the door? Did I close the garage? Like, dog, be here.
Yeah.
Right.
We're here right now.
Right.
So that reading helps him be in the moment. It makes him slow everything around him. That's when you talk about mental health and those types of things. So when I see something like that, and the media is going to say, oh, you reading a book. It's the number 1 book selling now. Dude who wrote the book just blew up, right? Because everybody started buying the book. AJ Brown reading it, right?
Right.
So, but I see it from a different light, man. He's trying to calm down. He's trying to stay present in the moment, okay? But what was we on now?
Tay Adams. Right?
Yes. Tay was crying, man. Like,
yeah.
Bro, I'm a Raider. I was drafted by the Raiders. I'm a Raider for life.
So was he crying like on the Netflix show, or was he crying like
no, I just feel like the media reports, you know what I'm saying? The media reports like about,
I know
what
you
I'm saying? Like,
and I feel like maybe that's why him and Aaron Rodgers get along so well because they both some crybabies. Aaron Rodgers is a diva. And Aaron Rodgers is a diva.
I agree.
Like
when
you
get
said,
the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
He's a diva. And I feel like the same way that Devontae went on camera and was like, man, he's frustrated, calling people out. Aaron Rodgers did the same thing with Mike Williams. Exactly. Like, they two peas in a fucking pod. I can cuss?
Yeah.
Okay. They two peas in a fucking pod. Right. That's why they want to follow each other like butt buddies from, let's go from Green Bay and then let's go to the Jets. And you see how that shit worked out. So, yeah.
And it might be a little biased there because I've been a number 1 and I've been a number 2. Right. So I get it, and I was longer in my career.
So when you was number 1,
as a 2,
but then a 1, but you had a certain level of expectation, right?
Yes.
As a number 1.
Yes, but then again, though, it's like things like my relationship with Mike Evans. You know, my years 6, 7, and 8. After going through the ringer, after being put through the fire, my years 6, 7, and 8 was Mike Evans 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So that's my little. That's nephew. That's little homie. That's you know what I'm saying. And there was a few games where the perception way of how to act and carry yourself when you see the Ocho Cincos, when you see the Terrell Owens, when you see that as a kid growing up, you think that's the way to behave on the sideline. Right. Man, motherfucker, give me the ball, man. Like all that fucking and just throwing your helmet, all that shit is like, nah, bro. Hey, dog, hey, cuz.
Yeah.
You my nigga, bro. Like for real. We ain't got to do it like that. Right. And listen to your dog. How we gonna do that?
Right.
It's enough for everybody to eat.
Right. Yeah.
It's enough for everybody to eat. One eat, we all gonna eat.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
The object is to win.
Right.
We win, everybody gonna get paid.
So
we just gotta win.
You feel like they lose sight of that?
They lose sight of the winning, bro. Right. Like let's keep the winning the main. Keep the main thing the main thing. Your stats gonna come.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
When you put in grind, when you put in effort, when you work hard, when you do those things, everything else comes with it.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't, but then it's like, man, I need it right now.
Yeah.
I need it right now.
Yeah.
Sometimes, dog, like it's the microwave society. Is I want to put my food in the microwave for a minute and be ready to eat, opposed to preparing a meal and cooking a whole dinner and making that and like grandma and them cook for 2 days.
Right.
Yeah.
For 2 days.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's an indication of like different position groups have different temperaments.
Yep.
So, for an example, like an offensive lineman's temperament is way different than the temperament of a defensive lineman.
I'm going to tell you this, though. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm going to tell you something about that because a lot of people don't catch that. I played wide receiver, and the perception is that diva, but I played with a defensive mentality. Yeah. And I don't mean defense as far as tackling.
Right.
Defense is literally all 5 line. You got the D line, linebacker. Everybody has to communicate.
Yes.
Right.
We got to talk. Hey, bro, do you have him?
Yes.
Do you have him? Yes or no?
Yep.
Right.
Offense is you get to play. It's paper cut.
Yeah.
You run here. You run here. Everybody knows their job.
Right.
Defense, it changed. We got to react.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have to communicate and talk to each other.
Absolutely.
So I always hung with defensive players. The Levante Davis, dog. The Brandon Spikes of the world. The Joe Haydens of the world. I like hanging out with the defense because it's a camaraderie.
Yeah.
Offense, running back, he want the ball. Receivers want the ball. Quarterback want the ball. I hung out with the O-line.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
O-line's different.
That was say O-line.
O-line's different.
Because if the quarterback gets sacked, it's the whole O-line fault.
Right,
it's not just that one person.
Yeah. Right.
And they take that ownership as on together. And it's it's a fine line. When you meet the receivers that could bring the room together, like a Mike Evans, who's doing it now at a high level and making CG feel comfortable and making McMillan feel comfortable, bringing those things on. But as the number one, people don't understand energy. I have it. A lot of people have it. A lot of celebrities have it. A lot of professors have it. You can walk in the room, and if you're up, everybody's up.
Yeah.
If you're down, everybody's down.
Facts.
Yeah.
If you pissed off, nobody wants to you scare everybody.
So your energy translates.
So when you're that X dog, when you're that one, bro, you gotta be positive energy, dog.
Right.
You gotta be the uplifting one of the crew, dog. And if you look at the greats like the Larry Fitzgeralds, you know what I'm saying? When you look at the Vincent Jacksons, when you look at the Calvin Johnsons, you see you never really saw that from them.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So I and like that Odell Beckham, like that you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. They let Odell Beckham go, but they kept Nelson Aguilar.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he's a team guy. He's a locker room first guy.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to, I don't mean to preach too long,
I
but
understand because and then another thing with that defense is, in general, they're hunters.
Yes.
Defenses are hunters. You're
Right.
you're on the hunt. Right. On offense, especially the offensive line, they're protectors.
Yep.
You're either protecting the running back, you're protecting the quarterback.
Right.
They're some of the most
Protecting
loyal
the
people. The receiver.
I love my O-line, dog.
If you touch the quarterback, guess who the first ones who's supposed to be over there running over there to check them niggas? Yeah. I would say
and that's what I was on. I'm checking everybody.
I
tell everybody, dog.
Yeah, that's
bro,
mine.
Man, they try to step on dog Cam. Hey, what's going on? I'm reinforcing, dog. As a receiver, bro. That's just how I played the game.
And I had a chance to interview Champ Bailey not too long ago.
Damn.
Shout out
He's
Champ
my
Bailey,
number one
man.
top corner all
Shout out
time.
Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey was
We done had some epic battles. Me being a Raider, Denver Bronco twice a year. Like that's the OG.
I love Champ Bailey.
I respect Champ.
We had a great interview. He explained to me how he didn't really do a whole bunch of this. And I'm like, for you to be elite, and I mean that, elite.
Those guys were elite. They talking with it.
Yeah.
He's the nicest, most humble, kind, but a dog. Like his game will really humble you. All that.
For real, all that.
Beware dog. Yeah.
So my crazy ass, I'm a little thrown off. First game I'm playing Champ, I'm geeked on Champ. Like I was never scared of nobody. It ain't happening. Man, I went after Champ. I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about straight up. I'm like, down the play. I'm talking about because like our era, Florida Gators. You know what I'm saying?
Played for
Shout
Georgia.
out to Georgia, the Georgia thing. Right. I'm coming in, I'm young, I'm hungry. I was projected to be first round, but I slipped to the fourth round. Had a little character issues and had to clean up, you know what I'm saying? And coming from that mentality of how we was rocking. Like a lot of people get the Chico story wrong. Chico is Aaron Hernandez for the ones that don't know. That's Chico, you know what I'm saying? And I don't speak on the dead homies.
Right.
We ain't doing that.
Right.
And all that shit came out after he passed.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know anything. I never watched it. Whatever. But I'm saying the mentality. Right? We was a unit. Man, I went at Chunk so hard, dog, I cut him. Like a cut mean like you run at them full speed and you just hit their legs. Hit their leg, boom, got on top of him. I literally choking them, dog, like on the ground. Get up. He like, nigga, you ain't gonna be in the lead. You ain't gonna be in the lead long. There's a rule. You don't cut Champ. You don't cut Champ. I had got him talking. So I'm like, I'm in his head. But I ain't gonna lie. When he said you gonna get cut for cutting me, I got scared in the mud, bro. It changed. I shifted my whole game.
Yeah.
I got scared.
Yeah.
I got complacent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ended up winning. And I remember that. I was like, then my coach was telling me at the time, like, man, Murph, why are you not being aggressive? Like, man, Champ told me that I'm not supposed to cut him. I'm a rookie. I'm not supposed to cut him. He like, man, he's fucking with you, Murph.
Yes.
Go at him. What are you doing? We losing. You need to go back at him. And I'm like, damn, bro. But by that time, I was out of it.
Right.
So that's just my little Champ story, man. But we ended up becoming real cool, though, man, and having
Champ's
some epic battles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's the toughest competitor over Darrell Reeves.
Yeah,
over
Reeves Island.
Over Reeves Island.
I got Champ number one for sure.
Okay. And Charles was for me. Deion Sanders, like Deion's probably my number one Champ too. 1A, 1B.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Charles Woodson.
Charles
when
3.
he was at Michigan, that his Heisman Trophy year. At that time, he was the rawest DB athlete.
Yeah, he was up for the Heisman.
At that time, he won the Heisman.
He did? He won the Heisman? He shared it.
I think in 96. No, he won the Heisman.
He did?
Flat out.
Damn.
Charles Woodson,
My bad,
he's in the Heisman house.
Okay.
So he was the first DB I saw that was outside of Deion. I'm just saying. He was the first
And he played receiver.
And he played receiver.
Right.
Both
Champ
ways.
did too.
Just like Champ.
Champ did too. That was say Travis Hunter, that whole conversation, bro, we weren't allowed. I played DB in high school, bro.
Yeah.
I got offered at Florida State to play corner, 6'3" corner. You see what I'm saying? And I wish I probably would have played corner, but you get so caught up in the ball and that mindset of wanting the ball, and I'm thinking as a kid that's what you need to do.
Right.
But I naturally had a defensive mindset. I wish I would have played corner, and that's the thing. It's so many dudes that did it before Travis, but they didn't have the coaches that really gave them the reins like Deion gave Travis Hunter the reins. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but now what he's doing is elite now. Don't get it twisted. It's hard to play 100 plays a game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'll be beat up after 60. You know what I'm saying?
So listen, Murph, that was a great debate.
Y'all
make sure y'all comment, subscribe, One-on-Ones podcast. So
join the debate. What's your take?
So we're gonna finish up with this. Arabia. Let's go here. Let's go here, Murph.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about our Super Bowl picks.
Okay.
Super Bowl 59. We need the Super Bowl pick, and we need the prediction of the score. And you pick the hat like high school signing day.
Right.
Throw it on.
Right. Okay. Hold on.
Shout out Reverse Brand. Our sponsors, man.
Shout out Reverse
Tampa,
Brand. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Arabia, what do you got here? Super Bowl 59, New Orleans, Sunday.
Who wins?
First of all, I would like to thank God for being here. I'd like to thank my family, my mom, and my dad, my coaches for this opportunity. After a lot of thought, after a lot of further consideration, I respect both of these organizations, but at the end of the day,
Philly.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Kansas
City Chiefs. That was a good one.
I'm with it.
That was a good one.
So you already see who I'm rocking with.
Yeah.
And then Roy is with the who?
Fly, Eagles fly.
Yeah. We got us one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Having me.
3P, man. We really appreciate it. Hey, it is what it is podcast. Catch you on Arabian on It Is What It Is podcast. What days?
Every Tuesday or Thursday. Right now it's Tuesday, but
go ahead and plug in everything. Go ahead and plug in everything.
You can follow me on Instagram at All32 NFL, ALL32 NFL. Twitter, I'm on Fox 5, I'm on NBC4. So kind of catch me a little bit of everywhere. I'm a 3-point conversion as well. So catch me everywhere.
Okay. Well, listen, glad to have you.
Appreciate it.
We got to do this again at some point.
Let me know, for sure.
Sure, and we can definitely cross-pollinate. That's what
cross-pollinate. Yeah. So cross-pollinate. We gotta uplift each other.
Yes, we do.
It's about uplifting, man.
I agree,
like
100%.
we in this space is a new era. I was talking with my boy Killer Cam Newton about this, man. It's like uplifting each other. Even Brandon Marshall, just talking about, collabing with each other. It's like now they got the collab on the post, you know what I'm saying? Like you're better together.
Right.
Many hands make light work.
Strength in numbers.
You know what I'm saying? That's an old African proverb I live by. Many hands make light work. We can all uplift each other, put each other on.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with giving free game.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, we really do appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate
Arabia.
you having me. Thank you so much.
No doubt.
I love this program. This platform is amazing. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
We really want to do. We don't want to do the traditional interview.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we really appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. We out.